I want to ask again, what brings the me to collapse? Only stop thinking? Is this the only
No. Nothing stops it collapse. Nothing makes it collapse because it wasn't there anyway.
But this doesn't help very much.
No. Well, I can't think of anything to help you. If you come across somebody who offers to help you, run as fast as
So intuition, for example, is as well part of the dream. It's a me thing.
Sorry,
The intuition?
in creation.
No, intuition.
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 Yeah, it's as well a part of the dream.
Well, intuition is just intuition. Me can be there or not.
Okay.
If me is there, to some extent it can try and limit the intuition, although there is no choice. Intuition can arise, and then the me can come in with its judgments and its feeling that the world is logical and real and try and inhibit the intuition. When the me is no more, intuition just wheeze. Because now there's room for madness. This is about madness. This is about the end of that which is. And when it collapses,
So it's clear. And it's a clear intuitional feeling.
well, you don't, but there's just
Yeah.
clear.
So you don't, you trust it more.
Oh no, you don't. No. Trust. No. All the trust and all that stuff about reliability all collapses with me. This is madness. This is the most dangerous place for an individual to be, because it's about madness.
And what about the power of love?
The whole what? It doesn't matter, he says. What about
The power of love.
the...
Where is its place?
Power of love.
It doesn't.
I love you. You love me.
I do not mean that kind of love.
No, but that's the only love me knows. Me that only knows need.
No, there is no.
Need. Unconditional love has no power. It doesn't need any power because it's already everything.
So I found the wrong words. I meant the unconditional love, of course.
Unconditional love, power, forget. The power of now. What bullshit? You have anything more bullshitty than the power of now? You meet now and it goes, I'm powerful and I can do this and I can do this. It's just nonsense. There's no now anyway. So what, who needs power? What is doesn't need power because it's already there. It's not going anywhere. It's not come from anywhere.
Because you mentioned the now, can you say something about the concept of the phenomenon of time, or the experience of time?
Well, for the me, the time and space seem to be real. They're constructs actually, but they seem to the me to be a real thing. There is a real time. I was born, I will live for a certain amount of time in a journey in a story, and at the end of that I will die. That's the illusion that me lives in. When that collapses, what collapses is the idea that time is real. So thereafter, time is like everything else, real and unreal. And the idea of somebody being born and living and dying also collapses with the story of me. There's no story. There's no time, there's no past, there's no future. Those things are just an appearance. There are no thing appearing all the time. If there was time, there'd be a past and a future and a story. All of those things only appear in the dream of me and have no meaning or purpose of any kind, except for me. Me is the most important person in the world. And its story is, for it, deeply important and significant. All of that collapses. When liberation happens, everything is lost. Everything that me thinks it has is lost. Everything. There's nothing there.
Can it be that feelings and repeated feelings of the so-called past, the emotions, come from thoughts, from thinking?
Well, they're actually held in the brain. The brain has there's 11 different bundles, and there are certain bundles that hold on to memories, and they also hold on to trauma, and they also condition the brain to deal with trauma and try and overcome it or deal with it in some way or other. And that the me can be there or not for that to be there. The brain is a function of no thing appearing as a computer that stores and files away apparent memories. All the time there's a me there that is somehow acquainted to or living within as a puppet of the brain. Then the me sees the memory of it, what it thinks is its life, as significant and important. We're coming back to this significance and importance. So for the me, the memory has power because it affects the me. Also, any sort of trauma held in the brain has power over me because it seems to, or apparently does, because it seems to affect me. When me collapses, that memory and that trauma has nothing to overpower or to be powerful with, so it loses its power. It can still arise, the sense of a trauma can still arise, but it can't meet anyone. There's no one it meets that embraces it. So it just falls away, that trauma just falls away. Because it's not being given energy by me anymore. So memory, trauma, all those things simply arise. They have no significance. They are just something that seems to be happening.
And so the feeling and the emotion comes out of the thoughts or the trauma.
Well, feeling or emotion, it just comes. It doesn't have to have anything to make it happen. It comes out of no thing.
Even without a thought in it.
Absolutely. The thought really is only another story. The thought has no power. It's simply, thought arises out of no thing like everything else. And really thought is only a story. I am angry is a story. There's no one that is angry. But there can be angry. But only a content.
So the power of positive thinking you can as well. The power of positive thinking.
Do you think that if people would refer to themselves as apparent arising, that would change the world?
Sorry, if people
Would communicate one to each other as hello, apparent arising friend? Would it make difference in how it transforms something in the consciousness?
There's nothing that makes any difference. Everything is already on.
Yeah, but would that would stay in our mind this kind of idea that all the time we have this kind
No,
of...
because this is about energy, it's not about an idea.
Not the idea of me and so on. That it is really kind of artificially created stuff, let's say.
Yeah, what you're suggesting is a process which people go through in order
What kind of process or kind of something which we live in, rather in different, not different in, but kind of different perception that would maybe make some kind of shift, let's say, this dropping easier.
But it's just a communication, and it might be so or not so. I don't.
Okay.
It's kind of right, yeah. It's like.
In a deep sleep, there is only this nothingness or absolute that remains.
Sorry, so that
In a deep sleep,
oh, deep.
yeah, is there only the nothingness or this?
There's nothing. In a sense,
What?
there's just no thing.
Yeah. Is it then deep sleep while being awake?
Yeah,
Somehow-
it's the same. This is deep sleep. This is deep.
Yeah.
People are, there's things moving around. It's the same thing. There is no one, there is just no thing. Apparently being people sitting in the room. It's actually deep sleep. This is deep mystery, this is a mystery, what we're talking about
Yes,
here.
yes.
Can't comprehend.
But then change, the perception then changed, because this deep sleep became real, and awakened state somehow unreal.
Only for the me,
Yeah.
you know, all the time there's a me, and then it comes out of that into what is the end of the dream. And it wakes up, but actually it's just another dream going on, called the dream me. When there's no one, deep sleep is the same as being awake. In this sense.
Yeah.
This is deep sleep.
Knowing and accepting that everything is a dream. Nonetheless,
No, who's going to do that? Who's going to accept? Maybe I didn't hear the question.
nevertheless, I would like to enjoy life, isn't it?
Oh, who's going to do that? It's a good idea. Would you like to tell the whole world that? Please, I don't know, and enjoy that. It's bullshit, you know. Me can only fail in the end. You can never enjoy life because there's something missing.
There's a dream, there's no dreamer. There are thoughts, there's no thinker. There's action, but there's no actor. Does that make sense?
In a way, yeah. But you couldn't call this a dream, it just is what it is.
Right.
You can never get to the expression of this. You could say all there is what is and what is not. Or when you could say all there is what seems to be happening.
Yeah.
You get into dreams and dreams.
It becomes meaningless. Like,
Me loves to grab onto anything it can to save itself. Really. People will turn this into a me idea. People go away from here with the idea that this is about belief or feeling that there's no me anymore. People say, phone me up and say, there's no me anymore. But I say to them, who knows that?
yeah.
This isn't about there being no me. It's about the end of the illusion.
I've done that. I made your message into a religion.
Yeah,
You know, to cushion out
yeah.
my own little existence.
Yeah, people do.
Couldn't help it.
You talk about what happens at the time of death and the afterlife.
Well, there isn't anything to talk about because nobody does. When the me is sort of still in the body, and then the body ceases to function, then what collapses with it is the illusion of me. And all there is what is.
And what is?
And when there's only in the body and the body dies, it's the same thing. There isn't the end of something because it's already not there. And all this is what it is.
So real life experiences.
But
Near death.
oh no, that's bullshit. That's always near death. Have you noticed that when somebody's dead, they don't get in touch with you? They don't get in touch with you because there never was anybody there before. And when the body dies, there's the whole illusion of there being anybody is confirmed.
Maybe it's a good question again, what's channeling then?
Who?
Channeling?
No, who comes this way from?
It's only
Channeling is another part of the story. I have purified myself to the extent that I can be open to messages from ascended masters. It's a list. And now I'm a pure, powerful sort of instrument for a higher level. It's just more bullshit. There is no higher level. There aren't any ascended masters because there aren't any masters. Being a master is part of this dream.
It's an illusion of the me again.
Yeah, it's another.
All
All enlightened person, an enlightened master is a part of the story. There's no such thing as an enlightened person.
What's the significance of education?
In a sense, it has nothing has any significance. But what seems to happen is that children grow and go to school and learn about the world. But of course what they're also doing is reinforcing the sense that they're being an individual. It needs to gather more and more knowledge, because knowledge somehow is a form of control.
Is a form of
Control.
who is the controller?
Well, nobody is in reality, but in the dreamt reality of me believes it's the controller of its life to some extent, and it also believes that if it can learn more about the world outside it, then it can also be more in control of the world. That's why there's such a hunger in the world for knowledge.
Maybe that's a stupid question, I don't know. But wouldn't you say that most people in so-called reality do have quite a bit of a dream-like feeling? For me, what happens here isn't much different than from dreams I remember at night, from my subjective perspective. I think that's the same for most people.
Oh, yeah.
So-called reality isn't so real.
But for me, the dream me has in its sleep is still a subject object reality. So when it wakes up and thinks it's stopped dreaming, it's still in the dream of there being a subject object reality.
Yes. So
It can only exist in that dream.
But what I meant is the perception of so-called reality during daytime, where probably everybody isn't that much different.
No, but it wouldn't be because it's a subject object reality. Yeah.
That thought just struck me before when you were talking about our perception of reality.
The me's.
Yeah, it isn't perceived as being so real. Well, it may be there, it may be solid, but from the subjective perception, it's not, I don't know, doesn't feel real.
Right.
And I think, at least from people I talk to, that's the same for most people.
I think that's more of an idea that all isn't real rather than an experience.
Of course, if it hits my head, it's as real for me as it is for your body. But the way I perceive what happens during the day is just almost the same as at
So what you're saying is that what you see as thought seems real enough.
um,